Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about futures prop firms consistency rule, because you guys know that's the rule that I struggle the most with, that I don't really like. Also the trailing drawdown, but whatever. If you want to trade futures with a prop firm, that's what you have to accept. If you don't like that, then go for personal, which I've been doing also. But in this video, I'm going to give you a tool for you to calculate your consistency rule by showing you my dashboard at my funded futures. And then I'm going to show you how it works. It's completely for free. This is basically a consistency rule calculator, which if you want, it's going to be the first link in the description. And by the way, the second link in the description, if you want to become a profitable trader, then check that. That's the waitlist, or maybe it's already open, so check that out. Okay, so first let's explain the consistency rule. The consistency rule simply means that when you withdraw, your highest profit day cannot be above, for example, in my funded futures over 40% or in Apex over 30%. So for example, if you want to withdraw $10,000, your highest profit day cannot be above $4,000 in the case of my funded futures. And in the case of Apex, it can't be above $3,000. So let's say that you profit $10,000 and in one day you profited $5,000. What you have to do is you have to trade more so that the $5,000 that you profited becomes less than 40%. And I know that this might sound confusing, but with the calculator that I'm going to show you, it's going to be extremely easy to understand and to calculate how much you still have to profit in order to get your withdrawal. So right now, let me show you and explain to you with an example the calculator and how I had to meet the consistency rule. Right here, we have the consistency rule calculated. And by the way, this was inspired by Kimmel trades. So I looked up consistency rule and I saw that this guy had made the consistency rule with a calculator. And I was already doing that within an Excel spreadsheet that I had. And I was thinking about doing something like this. So I saw that he made a very nice one, made a few tweaks. I messaged him, see if he minds that I use this. He said, absolutely fine. So this was inspired, and with the help of Kimmel Trades, subscribe to him, and the channel is going to be linked in the description. So now let's quickly go into my dashboard, because right here you can see that this, by the way, this was a big withdrawal. I promise you. This looks so bad. I've contacted my funded futures and they don't change this. So you can see it right here. So on the 7th, I had a $6,610 withdrawal, and that's where it shows this. So actually, I had a winning day here. And then another $450. And then on the 16th of July, I was able to enter in a very good trade. Right? And because I was able to enter in a very good trade, this again now makes you have to profit more and more and more to be able to meet the consistency rule. With my funded futures is 40%. You can see it right here. With my funded futures, it is 40%. So once I had this profitable day, I knew that I was not meeting the consistency rule and I needed to profit $3,416 more in order to reach the consistency rule. And you can see it right here. I put all of my profits on the day. So day one, it was right here. This was the $350 day. Then I had the $450, then the $2,800. And then as I kept on going, I had another good profitable day. So I profited $2,722, but yet I did not meet the consistency rule, because once again, I needed the balance to go to $7,028. And by the way, this is above the profit buffer for me to meet the consistency. And that is where I continued trading in on day 6. So on this day, I was really just aiming at the consistency rule. So I profited $270 right here on this day. And then once that happened, I completely met the consistency rule. And then this day was because I still think my funded futures has the you have to trade every single week rule. So I traded with 1 micro and there you go. That was a -$4 trade. So you can see right here that you can change the consistency rule to whatever you want. So for example, with Apex, the consistency rule is 30%. So if I was doing this with Apex, I would not yet meet the consistency rule. So I changed it to 40%. So this is in percentage because that is what it is with my funded futures and also with alpha futures. In terms of explaining this whole spreadsheet, you go to file right here and you click on make a copy, right? And you save it onto your Google Drive and then you can edit this freely. So the only things you need to change is here the end of day profit on the day and what consistency rule your prop firm has. That's all you need to change, because then this is going to calculate automatically. So for example, if I have a $5,000 day, all of a sudden I don't meet the consistency rule, I still need to make $430 to meet the consistency rule, right? So the only things you have to change is the end of day profit and tell the spreadsheet what the consistency rule within your prop firm is. And again, I think this is a very, very helpful calculator. Again, once I profit a lot in a day, the first thing I want to do is understand, okay, what do I have to meet now to get to the payout? So for example, right now, I'm not trading this account anymore. I'm going to get my $7,000 payout and then I'll continue trading this, and I can get the payout basically on the 26th. So with this, once I have 1 and 2 big days, my next target is now to get a payout. So meet the consistency rule and get the payout. It's the only thing I think about. And that is why this calculator is such a big help. So make sure to check the first link in the description. That's the calculator, all for free. You can check that, use it for yourself, make some changes if you want. Here are some helpful links. Again, if you want to become a profitable trader, then make sure to join the waitlist for the Simple Trading Edge. If you want to join my free Telegram, the link is also here. If you want to check any of these prop firms out, then make sure to click on these links. And that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a very quick video because, again, there's not much to say besides, hey, fill this out, and this is going to help you to understand the consistency rules. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.